So sum number 4 says that coordinate of point P on a number line is -7. Find the coordinates of points. See children, you have to read it very carefully. They have given find the coordinates of points, means there are 2 points on the number line which are at a distance of 8 units from point P. Okay, so 8 units means to the left side also, let me say A is to the left side and B is to the right side, means it is greater. So let A and B be the 2 points with coordinates x and y respectively at a distance of 8 units from point P. Okay, so this I have taken as x and this as y. So therefore I'll write, therefore distance PA is equal to, I'll write this one is greater, so -7 minus x, correct? Bigger coordinate minus smaller coordinate. This we know children, this is 8. They have given the distance is 8 units. So -7 minus x remains the same. Let me take 8 here, 7 here, so 8 plus 7 it will become, this is minus x. So 15 equals to minus x, minus will move here, I'll call it x is equal to minus 15. Okay, so point A we got the coordinate -15. Let us see of point B, distance AB, beg your pardon, distance PB is equal to, here this is to the right, so y is greater, y minus -7. Okay, so it becomes, this is 8, y plus 7, y equals to, this will be 8 minus 7, so y equals to 1. Okay, therefore point A having coordinate what, -15, and B having coordinate what, 1, are the 2 points at a distance of 8 units from point P. Okay, so let us see fifth one now, which says distance, first it says A dash, B dash, C. It means B is between A and C. Okay, all three are collinear. Distance AC, this is how much, 17. Okay, and distance BC is how much, 6.5. And they have asked what is distance AB. Okay, so what will you write? Distance AB is equal to AC minus BC. Yes, it is AC minus BC. Okay, so it is 17 minus 6.5. What is 17 minus 6.5? It is 10.5. Okay, then let us see second one. This is first, this is second, where it says P dash Q dash R. So it means Q is between P and R. Okay, PQ is 3.4 and QR is 5.7. So what is distance PR? Very simple. Distance PR is equal to distance PQ plus distance QR. That is 3.4 plus 5.7. Okay. So what is 3.4 plus 5.7? Let us do 4 plus 7 is 11. 4 plus 5 is 9. It is 9.1. Okay, centimeters, meters, nothing is given, so you will keep it as it is. Okay, this is your final answer for AB and PR. Okay, then we'll move on to sixth one. Now sixth one says that coordinate of point A on a number line is 1. What are the coordinates of the points? Points means more than one. 2 points will be there on the number line which are at a distance of 7 units from A. So let us take P and Q. It is similar to fourth one. Okay, so we'll write here, let P and Q be the 2 points with the coordinates X and Y. Okay, and at a distance of 7 units from A. Okay, so we'll simply write distance AP is equal to 1 minus X, because this is X. AP, you know, it is 7. Okay, 7 equals to 1 minus X. 1 I'll take it here in the LHS, so it will become minus 1 minus X as it is. This is 6 equals to minus X. That means X is equal to minus 7. Okay, then we'll do distance QA. Distance QA is bigger coordinate minus smaller coordinate 1. Okay, this is 7. Distance QA is 7. So Y minus 1 constant. 1 I'll take here, it will become 7 plus 1 equals to Y. So we get Y equals to 8. Okay, therefore P, which has the coordinate minus 7, and Q, which has the coordinate 8, are the points that are at a distance of 7 units from A, point A. Okay, easy one. Let us move on to next. Okay, so 7th, we have to write the following statements in conditional form. Okay, so first one says that every rhombus is a square. Okay, which has to be a square, is every square is a rhombus. So we'll write, if the quadrilateral is a square, if the quadrilateral is a square, then it is a rhombus. Okay, let us move on to second one. Angles in a linear pair are supplementary. So if the angles are in a linear pair comes from the word line, means if the angles are in a line, they are forming a line, then they are supplementary. Okay, then a triangle is a figure formed by 3 segments. Okay, so if a figure is formed by 3 segments, then it is a triangle. Fourth one, a number having only 2 divisors is called a prime number. So if a number has only 2 divisors, then it is a prime number. Okay, so we are done with question number 7. Let us move on to question number 8. So we have to write the converse of the following statements. First one, if you see, if the sum of measures of angle in a figure is 180 degree, then the figure is a triangle. Converse, how will we start? We will write the consequent first and antecedent afterwards. If you don't remember what we did, whatever is given after if, it is called antecedent, and whatever is given after then, it is called consequent. Okay, so we just have to interchange the antecedent and consequent. So what is given here, then the figure is a triangle. So I'll just write, if the figure is a triangle, then the sum of measure of angles in a figure is 180 degree. Okay, then second one, if the sum of the measure of two angles is 90 degree, then they are complement of each other. Okay, so if the two angles are complement of each other, then their sum of measures is 90 degree. Okay, third one, if the corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two lines are congruent, then the two lines are parallel. Okay, like you know how corresponding angles they are congruent when the lines are parallel. So here what will we write first? If the two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles formed by a transversal are congruent. Okay, then let us move on to fourth one. If the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Okay, so very simple. Whatever is after the word then, I'll take it first. If the number is divisible by 3, then the sum of the digits is also divisible by 3. Okay, so we are done with 8th one. Let us move on to question number 9. So ninth one says that write the antecedent, the given part, and the consequent, the part to be proved in the following statements. So I'll write here given and here to prove. Now here, if all the sides of a triangle are congruent, whatever is followed by if, that is your given part. So I'll draw a triangle A, B, C. Okay, so all the sides of a triangle are congruent, so the given part becomes seg AB is congruent to seg BC is congruent to seg AC. Okay, seg AB is to seg BC is congruent to seg AC. Now to prove, then what is written? Then all its angles are congruent, means we have to prove that angle A is congruent to angle B is congruent to angle C. Okay, this is the given part, which is called antecedent, and this is the to prove part, which is called the consequent. Similarly, second one says that the diagonals of a parallelogram are congruent, so bisect each other. Okay, so I'll write here A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. These are the diagonals. Okay, so BM and DM are congruent and AM and CM are also congruent. That means the diagonals bisect each other. So what is the given part? The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So I'll write quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, this is the antecedent. Okay, what we have to prove is diagonals bisect each other, means seg AM is congruent to seg CM and seg BM is congruent to seg DM. Okay, these all things we have to prove. So question number 10 says that if we have to draw labeled figure showing information, okay, and write the antecedent and the consequent. So see how we are going to do that. This is an equilateral triangle. This is a smaller equilateral triangle. Okay, these are two equilateral triangles and we have drawn it. Okay, and they have asked to write the antecedent and the consequent, means two equilateral triangles are similar. So that means if I take this ABC and this as PQR, so the antecedent means the given part, which is followed by if, whatever is there after if. Now here if then is hidden, but you have to make out. Okay, so given triangle ABC and triangle PQR are equilateral triangles. Okay, then what is to prove? To prove becomes triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Whenever there are two equilateral triangles, they are always similar to each other. So we have drawn as well as we have written the antecedent and we have written the consequent. Let us move on to second one. So second one says that if the angles in a linear pair, you know, angles in a linear pair, they look like this. Okay, like this. These angles are forming a line, but when they are congruent, okay, so let us say this angle X is congruent to angle Y. Okay, so I'll write given if angles in a linear pair are congruent, means angle X plus angle Y, they are forming linear pair, means their total is 180, they are forming a line. Okay, are congruent means it is also given angle X is congruent to angle Y. Okay, Then what? Then means it is a consequent. Then to prove, then each of them is a right angle. Each of them is a right angle means angle x equals to 90 degree, comma angle y is also equals to 90 degree. Both of them are right angles. This we have to prove. Okay. Third one says that if altitudes drawn on two sides of a triangle are congruent. What does that mean? Altitude, first of all, it means it is perpendicular, like AD is perpendicular to BC. The other name for altitude is height. Okay, so AD is perpendicular to BC. Now, if the altitude drawn on two sides of a triangle, okay, this is drawn on one side of the triangle, let us draw on other side of the triangle. Let us say BE is perpendicular to AC. Then those two sides are congruent. Those two sides means BC and AC. So first let us write given. First AD is perpendicular to BC and BE is perpendicular to AC. This is perpendicular to AC, AD is perpendicular to BC, and what else is given? Altitudes are also congruent. Seg AD is congruent to seg BE. Okay, altitudes are congruent. If altitudes are congruent, then those two sides are also congruent.